and they had so much fun working on each other. And Mom, who didn't have any confidence at all, continued doing miraculous things with him. Like he was so bent out of shape from his inline skating accidents, and he kept going back. And he was so impressed that he had this ability to help people. He was just working on folks. Well, the next day at school, he told his best friend, "I've learned how to help heal people." And his friend said, "Well, heal me." And he said, "Well, where do you hurt? Let me work on." And the kid says, "Well, I don't have anything that's in pain." He said, "Well, I can't really show you very well unless you've got something that hurts." So the kid takes his own hand, slams it on the table as hard as he can. The hand is swelling and changing color. Zach picks up the boy's hand, runs energy into it, and a few minutes later, the kid says, "Wow, that's so cool." And Whoopsie class said, "Was he 11 years old by any chance?" I said, "Yeah, how'd you know?" She said, "Well, I know 11-year-olds. That's an old story, so.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Yeah, it's amazing what some people, particularly kids, will be willing to do for curiosity. But it's kind of nice because then the rest of us don't have to do it. How about using quantum touch with other healing modalities? Does anyone combine it with massage, acupuncture, herbology, on and on?
We just reserved a website called metamodality.com because it came up in conversation that quantum touch is truly a metamodality because it can be used in conjunction with chiropractic, osteopathy, acupuncture, massage. We have not found a single modality that is not enhanced by the work. So it can be linked and used in conjunction with anything, and yet it's an awesome standalone therapy as well. So whatever knowledge you bring into it, you can utilize and enhance your practice. Or if you come as a newbie, you can just use it as a standalone practice and see amazing results.
That's awesome. I know as a massage therapist myself, sometimes I have clients who just don't seem to want to respond to the standard massage techniques, which are great, but every once in a while there's a knot that just will not let go, or a problem that I work with and work with and work with, and I say, "How's that?" And they say, "Well, it's just the same. I'm not having any relief at all." And I'll say, "I know this other technique that's really gentle and real easy, and you don't have to do anything. Would you like me to give it a try? I think it might be a little more likely to have success." And they'll say, "Sure, go for it." I've actually never had anyone say, "No, I'm not comfortable with that." I just say, "There's a great technique I know," and they trust me, and they say, "Go for it." And so I do it, and gosh, 5 minutes of quantum touch on a completely unresponsive knot in a muscle, and it just goes to jelly. And I had one lady who had tendonitis in her elbow. I said, "How long you had this?" And she said, "Well, several years off and on. And it'll flare up, and then after a while it'll go away, and it'll flare up again." And I said, "Well, I have a technique that's going to feel like I'm not really doing a lot, but just trust me, it's really going to help you. And if you feel okay sitting there for about 10 minutes while I just sit here and work on it, would that be okay with you?" And she said, "Yeah, go for it." And so I did quantum touch right on her elbow in about 10 minutes. I said, "How's the elbow feeling?" And she picked it up, moved it around,